Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am not as peppy and happy as I normally am, and it's because I have some news. So just as a little backstory, if you are new here or whatever, my name's Kate. I own a clothing store in Sarasota, Florida. We do our online store like through there as well, and right now we are in the UTC mall. We have a really great location. It's like right by Lululemon. It's right when you get off the escalator, like up from Starbucks, and it's a huge store, like literally like 3,800 square foot, huge back room, so many dressing rooms. Like when we got this opportunity to move in like a year, almost like, I think like a year and a half ago, like it was insane, like so crazy, like huge risk, but also like I was so freaking pumped. We did just sign another 2.5-year lease to stay in that location. However, it is within the lease, and it is has always been within our lease, that the mall is able to move us wherever they want around the mall, but unless you are like a permanent tenant, which you literally have to pay like double the rent, and especially in a space like our big, like we're literally a small business, it's our only location, like we can't afford to do that. And so the leasing agent called me on Monday and he was like, hey, like I have some bad news, like Nike bought out your space in the mall. And I cried right on the spot. I literally just like, it was like the most gut-wrenching feeling. It felt like I was being broken up with. It felt like I was like fired. And there's nothing I could have done about it, you know? Like we paid our rent there, like we were really good tenants, like we were doing awesome, and you guys saw like how great our store looked, and obviously how much money and obviously how much time we've put into that space. And fortunately they had another space for us, and it's gonna be okay. And I know like some people might just be like, you're literally so dramatic, like you just said all that, but you're moving in the same mall, like just to a different location, like that's not a big deal. But like it is, because right now, like I said, our space is like 3,800 square foot, with a lot of that being back room, but also like our sales floor is also huge. And so this new space, which is, it was basically our only option, was to move in to a smaller space. And this space is about, I want to say it's like 1,700 square foot, and only about half of that being the sales floor. So right now our sales floor is going to be going from like, I want to say the whole entire sales floor is like 1,500 square foot, and our sales floor, like, you know, where people could shop, is only going to be 700. So on top of the fact that our store is going to be a lot smaller, the other thing is that we're not in as good of a location. So we are in the UTC mall in Sarasota, Florida, like I said, right by Lululemon, up the escalator. And we have a huge like windows, like huge like storefront and everything like that. So we take up a lot of real estate. That's obviously why like bigger companies like want that space. And so the new space is like just not in like as main, like of a main area. It's across from a Forever 21. So, you know, I'm hoping, like, I know that there's like obviously a big price difference between like boutiques and Forever 21, but I am hoping, like, I'm someone who would like, before the store, I don't really shop there a lot anymore. Like maybe if I need something like kind of like real quick, like cheap, something that I probably won't wear again, like I'll go there. So it's not that like, you know, I was the consumer that shopped at like Forever 21, but also shopped at boutiques too. It's like kind of near a Hollister, and like a J. Jill, which will hopefully bring in like a little bit of an older clientele. They have the money, not like the young kids that like go to Forever 21. No hate to people who shop at Forever 21. Like I said, that was me. But anyway, so the other thing that just like, it really sucks about being in a smaller location is the more square footage you have, the more inventory you have. The more inventory you have, the more sales could be made. And so I am just gonna need to get my turn rate going more. So I'm just gonna need to like sell clothes faster and then just bring in like inventory like more often. And so that's my game plan. And I'm just gonna have to be like really creative with the way that I merchandise in the new store and everything like that. So essentially, as far as the timeline goes, I found out about this on Monday. I'm recording this on Saturday. It just took me a whole freaking week to process this. Tomorrow I'm going to Magic to buy, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm buying now because I feel like my store's so much smaller. I'm gonna need to get rid of inventory because we have so much right now. We're already like bursting out the seams. But I am really creative with the way I can like merchandise things in, so I have no doubt in my mind that we can fit all that stuff without it looking like, you know, too crowded or junky. And so obviously we'll be doing probably like sales and things like that to like move out as much inventory as we can before we move, and then just being like more intentional about the things that I buy for the new store. If I buy something for $50 wholesale, that's an expensive wholesale cost. So typically the markup on that is gonna be like $150. And so selling something for $150, now I'm profiting $100 by selling that one item. So by selling that item and like that, like just picture that item as a room that takes up on the sales floor. So this item, if I sell this item, I'll make $100. However, if I buy an item for, I don't know, if let's say I buy like a t-shirt for like $5 and then I sell it for like 15, I'm making $10. And if those two items are taking up the same amount of space in my small store, I'm gonna have to cut these items out and go with these items. And that is not to say, especially if you are a customer watching this now, that is not to say that our price points are gonna be changing at all. It just means that like we'll be bringing in, we'll be more intentional with the things we bring in. And so we will be bringing in some higher price items, very good quality, awesome items, as well as like the same stuff, like mixed in with the same stuff that we've always carried. And we've already been like, you know, selling those kind of like cowboy boots and stuff like that that are like really fun. So anyway, that's the game plan with that. And like I said, as far as the timeline goes, after, I don't even know, like I am like living like day by day. I just had to get through the week. Like literally this week, I was like just getting through day by day. Like I don't even know what to do. Like I was like so unmotivated because I was like, I don't even know, like, I don't even want to post on social media because I didn't want to show my face because I was sad. I also just like didn't feel motivated to like plan anything. You know what I mean? Because like, it's just like you kind of feel lost. I kind of feel like I'm in a good direction now. I'm trying to be excited about it. It's like a whole new fresh start. Like that's so awesome. Like opening a new store is so awesome. We can do like a new like grand opening event. Like we can like take this time to like merchandise like so good, like, and you know, decorate the store like so freaking cute. So I am really excited for that aspect, even though it's a lot of work and it'll probably be a lot of money, even though we'll still be using like the same fixtures that we have. Like I'm gonna need to hire guys to like take our slat walls down, put them up over there. I'm gonna need to hire someone to build dressing rooms out, because I'll show you like a tour of the new space and everything, but that's a whole other story. The one thing that is also good about this, so I'm looking at the positives here, is that I get to share all of this with you guys. Like this is real life, like this is real business stuff, like things that people go through, and I want to share it all with you guys. I want to take you through every step of the process, and just, you know, now I get to literally show you what it is like to build a store from the ground up. So this will be really exciting to be able to record, you know, moving things and how we're setting things up and like the process behind that. Also like how we set up the back room. The other good thing about this new space is that the back room is a little bit more functional, I think, for what we need. We are like obviously like still downsizing again because like the back room is still kind of like half the size of ours right now. But right now, like you guys have seen like our back room, it's like that odd hallway of like storage, and then like we kind of like have desks and stuff like in a hallway, and then the back, like where our backstock is, like that's set up good. But again, like when we do interviews and stuff, it's so hard to bring people in because like we're doing them and there's like a freaking big pillar like next to the shipping station and stuff like that. And not that we do interviews all that often, but like it's just nice to like have a space to like sit and talk with somebody that's not like in a lunchroom or whatever. So I'm excited to set up the back room and like set it up for what we need as a business. And then again, I keep going back to the timeline. So as far as the timeline goes, after I get back from Magic, I haven't actually signed the new lease yet, technically, but like it's in the works. So we already like negotiated it and everything. So we'll be signing the lease early next week as soon as I get drawings. So I need to submit, this is like common when you work with like a bigger like retail space like malls or whatever. I have to submit like a drawing of my plan for the store. So one of the girls that works for me is actually an interior designer, and so she's gonna help me with her like program to kind of sketch it out, and then we need to like submit the plan, and then like the committee of the mall, I guess, like needs to like approve it. We'll be working on that. Last time when I did it for this store, we actually hired a visual merchandiser because the mall essentially made us, but we paid like $1,000 for it, and it also took her like a month to do it, and I don't have that kind of time right now. So I told them, I said, I need, like, that's not in my lease, like I need to do it myself. So they're allowing me to like kind of do it myself and submit my own plans. Hopefully they like them. But I kind of have a vision for it. I'm really excited for it. And so when I plan out again, like the floor plan and everything, I'll take you guys like step by step of like what we're doing. So once we get those plans submitted, which I'm hoping to get them submitted like this weekend, I'm gonna work on that with her today. And then, I will hopefully get the key maybe next week, maybe the week after. And then as soon as I get the key, we will have access to both space. So I'll still have my store open for biz while I'm working on this space. So that's really nice, because then I could like slowly move things over and like get really organized and clean over there. And then and it's also like on the same floor, so it's not that bad, like, because we could just use a dolly to like move things. And so there's no elevators or stairs or anything like that, and like no cars that we're loading anything into. So, you know, we don't have to be like packing anything up into like boxes or anything crazy like that. So anyways, the move shouldn't be too bad, but once we get into that new space, like I'll be setting up everything in the back, and then also working on making sure like if the walls need paint, I'm not really sure yet, putting up some signage and anything that I can do without like disrupting our store. And then I will literally stay in the storefront we have until they literally make me move out, because it's, again, a great location, and March is like literally one of our best months in retail. So we will be milking that space as much as we can. And then I'm hoping we can shut down on like a Monday, Tuesday, like when things are a little bit slower, and maybe be closed for 2 to 3 days, get some guys to move all of the slat wall like off the walls, put it over there, and moving inventory will be so easy. I'm just wheeling the clothing racks down there. So I'm hoping we only have to like be closed for like 2 or 3 days, because we cannot afford to be closed for like a whole week or a whole month or anything like that. Like that would be really bad. So and then all my staff like is, I think, excited to help out with it, help merchandise it, and, you know, maybe plan like a grand opening event and stuff like that. So we are looking at the bright side of everything, and I'm kind of over my depression a little bit now, so we could be happy. We could be happy now. And like I said, I'm so excited to share this whole entire journey with this channel, because it is like right up the alley here. So definitely be expecting like a lot of like cool content like more often. Especially in the store and stuff like that. I know you guys love seeing that stuff, so I'll have plenty to show. So I will be posting a lot of that, and I'll also be posting with Magic and going to market and stuff. Literally, I might be posting 2 videos today. I literally don't know, but I will be posting market stuff soon. So follow me on Instagram if you want to follow along with the market stuff, and obviously I'll be posting all the updates on Instagram for my store as well. But I love you guys, and I love the support. Like, oh, I love the support you guys gave me. I started this channel, it was so funny, I started this channel like a year ago, and I guess like YouTube was like, hey, like it's your birthday, and it was like, I don't know, February 5th or something like that. I was like, you started your channel on February 5th of like 2021, or sorry, 2022, so like 1 year ago. And it was like, and then also that day I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I know that's like not anything crazy, but I just like 1,000 people is a lot of people, and it's a lot of love. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this, and I'll see you soon.